What's up guys? So because last episode with Yasuo I teased you all for about 9 minutes straight before actually diving into how the character works, I think I'm going to make it up to you all by, first of all, getting into the character spells and mechanics a lot faster, and second, and possibly most importantly, using clips for this episode that don't make me look like I'm the fucking worst player in the world. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, recording footage for this episode, I got a fucking pentakill. I even got a second one. I got a second pentakill. Okay, I didn't get a second pentakill. I almost did, okay? Fucking Ilawi. So expect some really fucking amazing background footage that you're probably not even going to pay attention to, because you'll be distracted by graphics that are flashing up on the screen. Like this goose. Look at this goose. Follow the goose. But anyways, big shout out to all you guys who voted in the poll. I thought it was going to be a close one, but fuck you guys. You guys just really don't like Vayne, do you? Regardless, link is below if you want to vote in the next one, and there's more information on who you're voting for at the end of the video. So let's fucking do this, guys. I can already tell this video is going to be a good one, and I'm getting my groove on. I'm smashing out why I hate videos left, right, and fucking center, man. So Vayne gets a bit of a bad rep. There seems to be some kind of psychological ailment that befalls AD carry mains that I seem to see a lot, and all of these toxic players I see in League of Legends, maybe it's my imagination, but when I see an AD carry player talking shit, when I see an AD carry player flaming, I am never usually surprised to see that that person is playing Vayne. You see, the thing with Vayne is that you see that thing, what's it called, damage? Yeah, damage? She does all of that shit. See, you'd think that in a role like AD carry, where you fucking rely on a teammate to keep your ass alive for the first 20 minutes of the game, whilst you struggle to last hit, that you'd realise that it's more of a team game, but Vayne players, nah man, if they can't fucking 1v5 the enemy team, then it's not worth fighting, and the game ain't worth winning. It seems like almost every Vayne player I see has seen maybe one or two too many Gosu or Doublelift highlights, and you'll see your own team's Vayne somewhere on their own, running away from maybe 3 or 4 other enemies, possibly after you just lost a team fight because she wasn't there. And then all of a sudden, something clicks inside you. She's gonna fucking turn around and die. And in an instant, the Vayne has ulted, she's turned to face her pursuers, your heart is with the Vayne all the way, but your mind wants to fucking rage quit the game.
An ally has been slain.
Rings through your headset as within moments of Vayne's demise, these all too familiar words grace the chat. Okay, so I called in a lot of favors to get this person on to give us an opinion. I am in debt. Oh my god, they're coming for me. They're coming for my legs, guys. Holy fuck. I got Doublelift himself to come on the show and tell us what he thinks about Vayne.
Okay, never mind. I don't know what that was. Oh shit, I got a donation from RossBoomsocks. I make shit YouTube vids about League Champs. Quick summary on why I hate Vayne. She's really bad. I like winning. Vayne's not good at winning.
Okay, I technically didn't get him. I donated money, and then like 40 minutes later he responded and I recorded it. And I know he says that Vayne sucks, so it kind of makes this this video pointless. But here's the opinion of some of my viewers of why I hate for the time being, which is just as good.
Vayne, eh? Well, I think that her being in the game is comparable to several railroad spikes being slotted slowly into your own retinas. The sheer experience of chasing or being chased by this knockoff Van Helsing piece of shit is more frustrating than trying to urinate into one of those sherbet tubes, knowing that if it overflows that the piss will splash all over your new shoes. She ruins lives, she ruins the game, she ruins my precious League of Legends experience, so please, donate to stop Vayne now. Every penny given saves a life from her bullshit.
I want to please Vayne. She roars in a mighty roar as she fills my butt with her third Silverbolt auto attack. My dad walks in. Vayne looks him straight in the eyes and says, "I hear the innocent cry out." Vayne tumbles through my window. Vayne is love. Vayne is life.
Okay, guys, there's Vayne. Where the fuck is she? She fucking oh my fucking god! Okay, I think that's enough. that's enough of that. Well, regardless, fuckle up, guys, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. Night Hunter is Vayne's passive, and it's a spell that allows Vayne to do this. Yes, that's right, Night Hunter allows Vayne to gain movement speed when moving towards a nearby visible enemy champion. It's 30 extra movement speed, which if you don't know, is more than a pair of boots will give you. So if you're in lane and you decide to buy boots early, you're going to be fucking zipping around the lane and running circles around your enemy. It makes kiting a lot easier for her, and holy shit, her chasing potential is much better. How many times can you say that you've been in a situation where you're trying to run away from a Vayne and she just lands shot after shot after shot on you, and you're just running, but you know you'll never escape her? That fear is what makes Vayne, Vayne. To add to her mobility, Vayne has Tumble, a surprisingly strong spell that upon cast causes Vayne to roll towards your mouse cursor and causes her next basic attack to deal up to 50% bonus AD damage, and it also resets her auto attack timer. It synergizes really well with all of her kit, and alongside Night Hunter, it means that she can close even more distance towards her enemies to fucking tombstone them into the ground. You have to be careful though, because a misuse of this spell can throw you into enemies like... Another fun thing to consider is that despite the fact that Tumble isn't a dash, a blink, or really much of a gap closer at all for that matter, you can tumble through a Nivea's wall and Jarvan's ultimate. It really is the best feeling in the world when you're playing Jarvan just trying to help your team. You ulti onto a Vayne, who then proceeds to tumble straight out of your ulti and leaves you and your teammates with your thumbs up your asses. I mean, either that or you have essentially dug yourself a grave with Cataclysm, because the Vayne might just turn around and stick her thumb up your ass for you. Now, Silver Bolts is Vayne's second spell, and it's where all of her DPS really lies. This is a fucking Pandora's box of spells, because once you level this shit up, everything is going to die before your eyes. You see, the way this spell works is that every auto attack on a minion, a monster, or an enemy champion leaves a ring around them. When you hit an enemy 3 times consecutively, it triggers the rings, dealing true damage. How much true damage? How about up to 12% of the target's max health and true damage? This is it. This is why people build to protect the Vayne compositions. This is why whenever you see tanks picked on the other team, people whip out the Vayne pick. This is why people are fucking terrified of Vayne, because it doesn't fucking matter if you're a Malphite, if you're a Rammus, or if you're King fucking Kong. If you let Vayne hit you enough, she will fucking destroy everything you have. So many times in games, victory is due to the fact that one team cannot kill the enemy's Vayne, or they ignore the Vayne for too long and shit just spirals out of control, because it seems like Vayne's power kind of comes out of absolutely nowhere. Seriously, some of these games, I was doing fucking terribly. I was 0-3, not doing any damage, but I decided to wait and bide my time. I was just as surprised as the enemy was when I started fucking ripping tanks and carries to shreds, one after another, just after an item or two. I mean, this is all assuming that you even go fairly even with Vayne in lane though. If you lose hard against the Vayne early... This is why attack speed on Vayne is just so fucking great. This is why on this particular AD carry, you don't even really see a lot of items that give a lot of AD, because she doesn't fucking need it. Combining Vayne with the Blade of the Rune King means that on her third hit, she can shred 18% of your max HP in a single hit if she has it maxed. That's just fuck. Despite this sick damage though, we have to get into the spells that keep this bitch alive. She does shitloads of damage, but in terms of actual survivability in fights, she has a very Left 4 Dead style of play, and that her only real way to combat tank your champions diving past her front line is the old run backwards while shooting and hoping they die tactic. Condemn helps with that though. It's Vayne's third spell that upon activation will fire a concussive shot at the enemy, which also applies a stack of silver bolts and knocks the enemies backwards. This applies up to 185 base damage and then an extra 50% bonus AD. If you knock the enemy into a wall though, well, you take the damage again and then you're stunned for 1.5 seconds, which gives Vayne plenty of time to... I'm dumb as fuck. So, here we are at the final hour, the final spell. Fuck, there's a joke in here somewhere. Shit. Final hour is Vayne's ultimate spell, and it's terrifying. On the surface, it really doesn't look like much, to be honest. Vayne gains some bonus attack speed, and that's all it really does for itself. However, the way it empowers Vayne's other spells is what makes it terrifying as fuck. First of all, at its first level, you get 30 AD. That's a BF sword at level 6, which for 8 seconds is a lot of AD for an early level fight. This increases to give you 70 AD, and that's more than a fucking Infinity Edge, an item that costs over 3,000 gold. You get one of the major stats from it by pressing R. Alongside this, your Night Hunter passive is tripled, so instead of gaining 30 extra movement speed, the speed of a pair of boots might I remind you, this, on top of your regular boots, will have you moving at the same speed you would be moving if you had boots of mobility for the entire time you're chasing down enemies. People cannot fucking escape this, and it's hilarious to see how slow enemies actually become when you're moving at fucking light speed. And the funniest, most frustratingly fucking annoying thing in Vayne's whole kit, the thing that makes me misclick, fuck up skill shots, and get absolutely obliterated, is that when Vayne uses her tumble during final hour, she goes invisible for a whole second. Now, what's the big deal? A second's a second, what's the problem? Well, imagine you're face checking a bush in the jungle, or somewhere in lane. You step into the bush and nothing is wrong. Suddenly you get fucking slammed into a wall and 3-shot by a Vayne who decided to go invisible. It makes her difficult to track in team fights, it makes her hard to use targeted spells on, it makes her a champion that really can fend for herself at the back of a fight from tanks. I am pretty terrible at League of Legends, as you guys very clearly saw from my Yasuo video, but honestly, I only lost 2 of the games I used for footage for this video out of 8. And both of those games, I didn't even have a negative kill death ratio. This is surely proof enough on its own that Vayne is fucking broken. Seriously, just nerf that shit. Cool, thanks. Well, thank you for watching, guys. Shout outs to all the people who sent me recordings, drew terrible MS Paint fan arts and shit. For our next vote, I decided that I really want to talk about one of my first ever mains. That's right, I had 2 mains back in Season 1 that I used to play all the time, and that was Nunu and Mundo. So today, I want to give you guys a chance to let me talk about 2 characters, or one of the 2 characters, that I have a really special place in my heart for, and I really want to fucking tear them to shreds. If you do that for me, if you vote for me, I might do one on Illaoi, because holy fuck, Illaoi is frustrating. She doesn't even do anything. Fuck, okay, wait, we'll save it. Take it easy, guys. Save it for next episode.